Okay, welcome back. So this is the next and hopefully last part where I'm going to repair the damage done by the detailers who looking at the car. And I've said this through the other videos, is they've sprayed some shit on the paintwork, and the paintwork was repaired. It looks like it was sprayed. I suspect if they'd sprayed that stuff on the other side, I don't know if they did or didn't. It looks like they'd started on that side and thought, oops. There we go. So I'm going to have to repair it. Looks like I'm going to have to spray it. Later on the show, we're going to do going to go down for an ad break, and I'm going to show you this product. Can you see? I'm going to try this product out on there to clean the wheels. So in the middle somewhere, you're going to have a little ad break. Okay. So I haven't paid. I've paid for that. No one's given me the money for that, so no one's giving me a backhander. So if it's garbage, I'll tell you, and if it's good, you'll see for yourself. For the paint, so you can actually ring your, in this case it's BMW, you give them the VIN number and they will tell you what the color code is and the color of the car is. In my case it's Vermillion Red, and the paint code for that is 0A82. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is get the car into the garage. Okay, so there we go. So I've masked, it's overkill, right? But what we don't want is overspray, trust me. So all that area, the bottom area I'm going to spray. The top area I'm not going to spray, but there's going to be some overlap and feathering. So that's why I haven't masked it off, because I can always get some rubbing compound in there. So I really don't want to. Maybe I might put a little something in there. I'll have a look, maybe I will. And that bit there, we're going to spray up to there, and just the top and kind of feather it in. So that's why I've masked that bit off the top here. And the reason I've masked down there on the floor, because I don't want to get paint on the floor. There's the bottom bit under here, which is pretty badly wrecked, and I'm going to spray that. And I've also underneath there, which you can't see, all the metal bits and the black bits, which aren't the plastic from the bumper, I've masked, because when you get the car in for an inspection or something, when it goes up, you can see paint spray, overspray, then you know it's been sprayed. So this has been a good job, whoever did it, in the sense that there's no overspray, so they probably took the bumper off and put it on, or maybe they just sprayed that part, I don't know. So I'm going to use this grease and wax remover to give that a good clean with a microfiber towel. To prove it's not had 2K on there, it's had some other crap on there. I don't know if you can see, but the cloth, I can't see it properly, but the cloth has got red on it, so it's been sprayed. Right, so let's crack on. We're going to hit it with the adhesion promoter. The adhesion promoter basically, give it a good shake, basically is you put down prior to putting any kind of primer on, because it helps it stick better, especially on plastic, because plastic is very it's fairly flexible. You have to spray this, leave it 2 to 3 minutes between each coat. 2 coats is only needed, then leave it 10 minutes, or within 10 minutes. We left it for about 10 minutes, or within 10 minutes we've got to spray this. So this is sandable primer. So we're going to give this a little bit of a spray on there, and see what happens from now. 3 coats, 10 minutes in between each coat. Here we go. So, as you can see, this bit down here at the bottom, something has reacted with under the paint, I'm not sure what. So what I'm going to have to do is sand it down, because I can't spray over that. It just won't catch. So I'm going to leave it for 30 minutes for the primer to harden, and then I'm going to sand it down with a little bit of sandpaper. I'm going to wet sand it with 600, follow it with some around about 1000, so I need to sand all of it and some of the overspray and see what it looks like, but that bit needs to be done. So these are what happens. Best laid plans of mice and men. So we'll be back in about half an hour. Too bad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit it with some water, and I'm going to 600 it the rough bits down. and they just really smoothed it down. Now I'm going to go to a 1000 grade. Actually coaching, I'm going to go down to an 800. It's nice and smooth, so let's take it to the next step. Can see what I've done, just so there isn't a harsh transition. I've just taken those things a little bit back. So far so good. Not a professional sprayer, but like this is 1,000 times better. And if you're like just standing there looking at the car, you can't tell. Now, the only thing now is I have to put some clear coat on it. So I'm going to leave this for 30 minutes to dry, and then we'll take it to the next stage. It's looking. So now what we're going to do, I've got to get the clear coat, and I'm going to hit it with some clear coat, 3 or 4 coats. Same thing. It's kind of 10 minutes in between each. Hi. So that's the first coat, and we're going to come back. So there we go. Final coat. So this is, I'm going to now leave this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start to remove some of the paper and then come back to it in half an hour and take the rest off and get paper off. And as you can see, the match is pretty good. The only place, if I get really close, can you see there? That line there. I'm not too worried about it because it's fresh paint. It is eventually going to fade in. But what I'm going to do is, in 30 minutes, I'm going to leave this to get just a little bit harder because I don't want to take tape off and then nick some of the paint. So I'm going to let it get a bit harder. But tomorrow I'm going to leave it then. Tomorrow I'm going to leave it overnight, maybe actually a full 24 hours. So tomorrow's Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. I'm going to get some rubbing compound and give that a bit of a rub, and that should be okay. If you look at the rest of that, I mean, if you can, but you know, I'm not a professional sprayer, and considering I did that with a rattle can, that's not too bad considering what it was prior. So I'm going to come back, take those other bits. I started at about 11 o'clock proper and finished at 8. So I was doing video in the middle. So this is really, you could do this in 6 hours. Get everything together, boom, boom, bum, and you're done. So 6-hour job is not too bad. Okay, I'll catch you tomorrow. I'm back. It's the next day. My butt is hurting like nobody's business. When you're doing work and you haven't done work for a long time, like bending over, jumping up, standing up, bending, crouching down, it works out your glutes, which is your butt. So I got butt ache. So I'm gonna take off that stuff now and see what's happening, albeit very carefully. I was just thinking actually, maybe yesterday I should have taken it off while it's wet, but we'll see. We'll get the lights on, we'll see what's happening. Let's see. too darn bad. Let's try and zoom you in. Now, there are a few spots. So I say, really, if you can take things out to spray them, it's always better. I suspect they'll go dull in time. I have to get that buffed and polished. That'll give me a better thing. I know there was something on that side there. Underneath is not too bad. But the colour, I mean, like, just take you around, take it out. But what we're gonna do next stage is we need to get some rubbing compound on. Really need to put some rubbing compound on. I need to really leave it for at least 24 hours. So tomorrow, today's Tuesday, I'm going to be doing some stuff. Really tonight I should be doing some stuff, but I can't because I'm going out. So tomorrow I'm going to get some rubbing compound and I'm going to give it a rub, and that should hopefully feather that in and make it not as obvious. And then after that we have to polish, and then what I'm going to do is see if there's any slight little touch-ups I can get with some spirits, but we'll just see what we can do. But I want to just show you around. That isn't. So that's the bottom. You can see where the transition is, but that's right down the bottom. You're not really going to see it. I might even just put a little bit of a blow over it on it. Maybe, I don't know. We'll have to see. The ideal way is to really actually spray paint the whole thing, but it's still not too bad. Let's see if I can get the light on here. You can see the transition, but when you get up close you can see stuff, obviously, but you know, you're not going to be getting up that close. There's a few bits here, and you can see that line here. So really what we could have done was taken it all the way up to there, that transition there, but I'm not really too worried. If need be, if I really want to be anal, I can just give it another spray, but I don't think I need to. I'm gonna see what the compound does. The compound's usually pretty good. Polish it out, then paint will fade, and that'd be better. So there we go. So what we're going to do now is going to go down for an ad break. Yeah, I'm going to try it, clean the wheels, and we're going to come back after the ad break. We're doing a rubbing compound. Don't go away. So this is the product we're going to be trying out today. SIMONIZ Tyre Shine Kit.
Let's take a short break now, Mr. Tompkins, but after that we're coming straight back after the advertisement break. We have to earn our money after all with the smoking sounds of Adrian J's show for the Maestro of Mix. Stay tuned to Adrian J.
We got some the actual Tyre Shine itself. And look, they've even put gloves. Cool looking gloves. So we're going to test this out in the car. What I would suggest as always is to wash the car. I jet wash the car, jet wash the wheels and the rims, make sure everything is okay. And we're going to have a look and see how this performs. There we go, clean tyres with the tyre cleaner. Put on gloves, apply the Tyre Shine, let it apply to tyre in an even coat. Let the product dry approximately for 30 minutes. For a deeper shine, apply a second coat. And usual thing is the product gets on the wheel or the body of the car, quickly wipe off with a damp sponge, and there we go. So let's get to work, boys. Okay, so let's start cleaning. And this is getting all the dirt off. What side to put the thing on? So we'll try it on this side. Okay. That doesn't look too bad. That doesn't look too bad. I'm going to do the tyres, then put the car back on the drive and then show you what it looks like. Okay, so there we go. That was a product. It didn't look too bad. It was it made it look good. That's all I can say. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see how it goes for the next few days, a little bit of driving, and we'll come back and see if it's stayed, because according to the packet it's supposed to. It should give you a long-lasting shine. Let's see how long-lasting that shine that is. So it didn't look like it was. So you had a cleaner, and you also had like a it wasn't a dye, a black dye. So that's interesting. I'm not sure what it was, a clear liquid. So that was what was keeping the shine on. So let's see how long and good that lasts. So I'm gonna come back tomorrow with rubbing that spot down. I wanted to show you. I've been driving with those tyres. And as you can see, the tyre shine has stayed on. I've had tyre shine before and it hasn't lasted more than 24, 48 hours. So that's not too bad. But what I'm probably going to do is maybe my next video, we're going to see how long it lasts. Maybe in a month's time, see how. But that makes the tyre look not too bad. With a bit of rubbing compound. So the way to do this is to use a wet cloth, and I'm going to spray some water on there and buff it in, and then see if I can reduce that the thing, and then I'm going to rub it off. So there we go. So you kind of get the drift. So I'm going to come back in a little while.
Houston, we have a problem.
Say again, please?
Houston, we have a problem.
Oh boy, what's going on here?
Guess what? Houston, we had a problem. Yesterday, when I started to do the rubbing compound, I made a bit of a boo-boo.